Good day, class. Okay, before we discuss our lesson for today, magkaroon lang tayo ng konting recap nung sa last meeting or last week pala. Okay, last week we reviewed the four functions of management about the planning, which is deciding what to do in advance, organizing, about arranging tasks and resources, leading, motivating, and guiding employees, and controlling, checking if performance meet the plan. Then after that, we studied the Mintzberg 10 managerial roles and we grouped it into three, di ba? Three main roles: interpersonal roles, informational roles, and decisional roles. Under interpersonal roles, yung figurehead, leader, and liaison. Under informational roles, yung monitor, disseminator, spokesperson, and under decisional roles, we have entrepreneur, disturbance handler, resource allocator, and negotiator. Okay, we also learned that to perform these roles, yung napag-aralan nating 10 roles na yan, di ba? Ang managers, they need the three key skills. What are those? Yung technical skills, knowing how the work is done, yung human skills, di ba? Working well with people, and last is the conceptual skills, seeing the organization as a whole. And finally, yung last part, diniscuss natin yung we discussed that these skills vary by management level, diba? And are very important in hospitality because service is people-oriented, guest satisfaction is critical, and operations are fast-paced and dynamic. And today, magpo-focus lang tayo dun sa isa or dun sa, 'di ba, meron tayong four function of management. Magpo-focus tayo dun sa pinakauna. Ito yung discuss natin ngayon. We will discuss about the planning, which is the first and most important function of management. Sabi nga, 'di ba, may kasabihan tayo, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay? Yan, at the end of this lesson, you are expected to, number one, explain the concept of planning in management. Number two, differentiate goals from plans. Number three, identify and describe the different types of plans. Number four, recognize the characteristic of effective planning. Number five, explain the importance of planning in organization. And number six, identify the limitation of planning in real situations. Yan, bigyan ko kayo ng ng ilang segundo or mga 1 minute to 2 minutes para pag-isipan yung tanong na to. Okay? Yan, siguro dahil recorded naman to, 'di ba? Sagutin na lang po natin sa sarili natin, 'di ba? Pag-isipan po. If a restaurant opens tomorrow without any preparation, stop schedule, menu, or ingredient list, what will happen? Okay? I'll give you a minute to think about it. Okay, if a restaurant opens tomorrow without preparation, no stop schedule, no menu, no ingredient lists, ano yung mga pwedeng mangyari, di ba? Ang pwede dyan, baka yung mga sabihin ko, isa sa mga sabihin niya, pwedeng magkaroon ng confusion. Ano pa, pwedeng magkaroon ng delays. Ano pa, it will lead to poor service. Ano pa, customer complaint and possible, di ba, magkaroon ng failure. Okay, those are the things that may happen when there is no planning. So now, let us formally understand what planning really means in management. Okay, the concept of planning. Yan, the concept of planning. Planning is a fundamental management function that involves setting goals and determining the most appropriate course of action to achieve them. It is a forward-looking and systematic process that requires manager to think ahead, anticipate future conditions, and decide in what needs to be done, how it will be done, when it will be done, and who will do it. Okay, planning po is a fundamental management function that involves setting goals and deciding in advance what to do, sa dulong part, no? How to do it, when to do it, and sino ba yung gagawa, no? Di ba? Who will do it? And it is a future-oriented and systematic. Example, diba, sa isang hotel, sino yung nagpe-prepare during peak season? Diba? At nalalaman yon sa papanong paraan by forecasting guests and scheduling staff. Okay, yan. According to Kunsen O'Donnell, ito po yung ating reference. Planning is deciding, hindi ko na po babasahin na, planning is deciding rather in advance what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and who will do it. Yun yung nabanggitin nung last slide, di ba? It bridge the gap between where we are now and where we want to be. Yan. From this definition, di ba, we can identify the key elements of planning. Okay, the key elements of planning based on the sa definition kanina, di ba? Planning involves several important components. Number one is goal setting, establishing what the organization aims to achieve in the future, what we want to achieve, goal settings. Number two, we have decision making, choosing the best course of action from alternatives to reach the goals, di ba? Choosing the best action, di ba? It related pa din doon sa goal settings, di ba? What we want to achieve. Number three, future orientation, focusing on tomorrow's conditions and preparing for them today. Okay, for example, future orientation, preparing for tomorrow. And lastly, yung coordination, everyone working together towards the goal settings. Okay, because of these elements, ang planning po, it becomes the foundation of all the management function. Yan, bakit ba nagmamatter? Why this matter in management, yung concept of planning? Yan, kasi po, managers cannot organize, lead, or control without a plan. Planning is the base rather of all the function. Planning is considered the first and most important function of management because it provides the basis for all functions and organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Doon nagsisimula lang sa pagpaplano. Diba? Hindi lang naman sa management, sa lahat ng bagay. Para masigurado mo, di ba, na successful. Diba? Una mong gagawin is pagpaplano bago ako kumilos. Okay, managers cannot organize activities or allocate resources effectively without a clear plan. Concept of planning. Yan. Example, in a hotel setting, a manager uses planning to prepare for a peak season. This might involve forecasting guest arrival to estimate occupancy level, scheduling staff so there are enough employees during busy hours, ordering supplies in advance to avoid shortages. Then, by planning ahead, the hotel can improve efficiency or guest satisfaction during periods of high demand. Now we understand, or now to understand pala, planning better, we must first know the difference between goals and plan. Minsan kasi na pag, ano siya, no, na pagpaparehas. Difference between goals and plans. Understanding the difference between goals and plan is a vital in management because it helps clarify what an organization hopes to achieve versus how it will achieve. And definition of goals. Goals are desired outcomes or target that an organization or individual aims to accomplish. They provide direction and focus for all activities within the organization. According to Bateman and Snell, 2013, goals are the desired outcomes that organizations aim to achieve. In simpler terms, goals answer the question, what do we want to accomplish? Okay? Yung goals daw po, sila ay are desired outcomes. At sinasagot niya yung question na what do we want to accomplish? Okay? Next, what is plan naman po na sinasabi? And definition of plans. In contrast, plans are the specific courses of action or strategies that outline how the goals will be achieved. Plans translate broad goals into concrete steps. Plans are documents that outline the action needed to achieve goals. Plans answer questions such as how will we achieve the goal, when will tasks be done, who will do each task. Plans are the specific actions on how to achieve the goals. They answer how, when, and who. Yan, meron tayong example dito, no? To support the goal of increasing guest satisfaction, plans may include conducting customer service training for staff, by introducing a guest feedback system, implementing service protocol to improve response times. These are specific action designed to reach the broader goal. Nakita natin, di ba? Yung plan, di ba? Ito yung mga steps or ano yung mga dapat gawin para ma-achieve yung isang goal. Yan, para po mas madaling matandaan, di ba? A useful way to remember the difference. Yung goals po, those are the destination, whilst the plan are the roadmap. Ganun po kasimple, di ba? If a hotel goal is to become top 3 rated hotel in the city that tells you where the hotel wants to be, the plan would outline how to get there. Paano magiging top 3 rated hotel, di ba? Such as upgrading facilities, offering employee service, and improving online review responses. Halimbawa, yun nga, ang goal mo ay maging top 3 hotel, di ba, sa isang lugar o sa isang city. Di ba? Ano yung mga plan? Paano mo gagawin yung pag-upgrade ng facility? Paano mo ite-train yung staff? Di ba? Paano mo mapapaganda yung mga reviews dun sa iyong business or sa hotel? Yun yung plan. Yung goals are destination plan, plans are the road. Yan, meron pa po dito ibang mga example, di ba? Halimbawa po, ang goal naman po ay to increase repeat guest visit by 15% within the year. Plans to achieve that goal. Ito naman yung plan. Apat mong pwedeng gawin. Develop a guest loyalty program. Train frontline staff on personalized guest engagement. Implement follow-up emails to guests after checkout. Offer seasonal promotions for returning customers. Okay. At para po mas madaling maintindihan or maalala, bibigyan ko kayo ng table, the difference between goals and plan. Ayan, no, medyo nakakat yung ilang mga na text dito sa baba. But meron naman po akong isinend sa inyo link, di ba, kung saan nyo mada-download yung mga module para po mabasa nyo na po. Okay, yan po ang para madaling matandaan, no, kahit ito lang yung inyong reviewin, di ba, o tandaan, makikita na natin yung difference ng goals to plan by definition, by focus, by nature, time orientation, function, and example. Okay. And also planning also involves different types of plans depending on time and level of management. And letter C, types of plans. In management, planning involves creating different kinds of plans that help guide organizational activities at various levels and time frames. These plans differ in purpose, scope, and duration. We have three types of plans: strategic, tactical, and operational. The number one type of plan is the strategic plan. Strategic plans are long-term frameworks that set the overall direction of an organization. They are developed by top management and focus on broad organizational goals that will shape the future of the business. And under the strategic plan, di ba, long-term, organizational-wide, top management, and yung vision, mission. Long-term typically covers several years, organizational-wide, affect the entire organization, not just one department, strategic plans. And anong nagde-decision doon yung top management, creative by executives such as CEOs or general manager, and it's a forward-looking. Yan, anticipate future trends, opportunities, and challenges. Diba? The purpose of strategic plan is to help the organization establish its mission, vision, and major goals. It allocates resources and determines competition and positioning. And may example lang po tayo for the strategic plan. Example, a resort decide that in next 5 years, it will transition into a recognized ecotourism destination. To do this, the resort may, number one, redesign facilities to be more sustainable. Number two, train staff in ecotourism services. Three, partner with local communities for nature-based experience. Okay, the strategic plan sets a long-term direction for the entire resort. Yan. To support strategy, diba, aside from strategic plan, diba, departments create tactical plans. Yun po yung pangalawa. Number two, ito na po yung pangalawang type ng plans. Tactical plans. Tactical plans are made to implement parts of the strategic plan. They are developed by middle management and focus on specific areas of organization. What are the key features of tactical plan? Number one, medium term siya. Diba yung kanina, longer term. Diba? Pagka tactical plan, this was usually cover months to a few years. And department focus apply to specific units or function rather than the entire organization. And ano siya, dahil siya na yung ini-implement niya yung bahagi ng strategic plan, it is a detailed oriented. It translates broad strategies into actionable steps. At ang kadalisan nangunguna dito is, and also it created by middle managers, such as department heads or division managers. Okay? The purpose of tactical plan. Tactical plan guides how resources, people, and process will be organized to support strategic goals. Diba? Nakita niyo yung pattern. Yung strategic plan, diba? Sino nag-create no, or nangunguna yung top level managers. Or then next yung tactical plan, diba? Yung middle level managers or department heads. Kaya yung pangatlo, which is yun yung daily basis, diba? Yun yung operational plans. At yun po ay kailangan din. Ayan, lumabas na uli ako, no? Tinanggal ko lang kanina dahil hindi nakikita yung sulat. But ito, medyo konti lang natakpan. Okay, number 3 is the operational plans. And operational plans are short-term detailed plans that guide day-to-day activities. Yan. At syempre, yung lower management at frontline supervisor ang nangunguna dito. Short-term often cover days, weeks, or months. And routine and specific focus on everyday operation or yung mga daily activities. And supervisory level siya. Created by manager responsible for everyday or daily functions. And highly detailed. Include specific schedules and procedures. Anong purpose naman ng operational plan? Yan, operational plans ensure that daily tasks are carried out efficiently and consistently. Yan. Example din po dyan, no? But medyo skip ko na siya, no? Para meron naman, pwede nyo naman po siyang basahin. Aside from the 3 types we already discussed, plans can also be classified by how often they are used. Okay, other classification of plans. Yan, under pa din po ito sa time of plans. So, 5 kasi po ito. Aside from time-based plan, strategic, tactical, and operation plans can be also be grouped by how often they are used. Number 1 is standing plan, and number 2 is single plans or single-use plans. Ano po yung standing plans? Standing plans are used repeatedly because they apply to activities that occur regularly over time. Ito po yung mga plano kung saan ito type of standing plan policies like general guidelines for decision making, yung mga SOPs or yung mga standard and standard operating procedure, step instruction sa bawat ginagawa, sa bawat process, and yung tinatawag na rules. Yan. Policies, SOP, and rules. Ayan po ay standing plan. At yan po ay throughout the organization sa buong process, ginagawa yan paulit-ulit. Okay, kaya po siya tinawag ng standing. Diba? Nandyan lang siya. Given siya. Okay. And ang purpose niya to provide consistency and efficiency by standardizing routine actions. Okay, and yung yung kay Taylor, di ba yung Taylorism? nagsimula yung standardization. Okay? Dahil po dyan sa standing plan. Okay. At yung pangalawa naman po, kung ito paulit-ulit na ginagamit, meron din naman pong another type ng plan which is only use once. Yun yung single-use plans. Yan, single-use plans. Single-use plans are developed for specific non-recurring situation or projects. Ano yung mga type of single-use plans? We have the budgets, program, projects. Ibig sabihin, isang beses lang siya nangyayari. Okay? Yan. Ang purpose niyan is to provide structure and coordination for one-time events or campaign. And now that we know types of plans, yan, what makes planning effective? Okay, bago pala yun, no, meron po tayo dito. Ito yung table para lang din po makita natin yung pagkakaiba-iba ng 5 types of plans. Discuss na po natin yan para kung magre-review kayo, di ba, kaya kung nilagyan ng ganito, pwedeng ito na yung matandaan nyo or tandaan. Okay, before we move to the characteristic of plan, basahin na lang po. Discuss naman natin. Next part po is the characteristic of planning. Planning is not merely setting goals. Effective planning must have specific qualities that make it useful and practical for organization. This characteristic help managers create plans that are relevant, workable, and aligned with organizational needs. Okay, number 1, characteristic po ng planning is dapat ito ay goal-oriented. Ang planning always begin with objective. Yan, clear targets that the organization want to accomplish. Dapat po siya aligned sa objective. Plan must be designed around specific goals. Without goals, planning become purposeless. Goals provide direction for decision planning and guide the selection of action. If a plan does not align with organizational goals, it become irrelevant and ineffective. In short, yun, dapat po ang it must align to our objectives. Okay, number two is future-oriented. Planning looks ahead. It focuses on preparing for future events and condition. For example, future oriented, diba? It anticipate changes. And managers must anticipate possible changes, opportunities, and challenges that may impact operation. Planning attempts to forecast trends and prepare response before events occur. Planning bridges the present and the future. It prepares an organization for what lies ahead. And number 3, continuous. Planning is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. Sinabi po continuous, updated regularly. Okay. Because the business environment is dynamic, planning must never stop. Okay, number 4 is systematic. Planning follows a logical, organized process, often involving steps such as identifying goals, analyzing condition, exploring alternatives, selecting action, and implementing plans. Okay, systematic, diba? It follows an organized step. Systematic planning ensures that no important factors are overlooked. It involves careful analysis and structured decision making. Number 5, characteristic is flexible. It can adjust to change po dapat. Plans must be adaptable to change when unforeseen circumstance arises. Okay, no plan can anticipate every possible challenges. Manager must leave room for adjustment if conditions change, such as shift in demand, supply disruption, or unexpected event. Flexibility allows organization to respond, to choose without abandoning overall objectives. And the last characteristic po ng planning is it must be realistic. Alam natin yung sa goals, di ba, dapat ito ay smart, diba? Isa sa para magkaroon ka ng smart goals, diba, yung letter R doon, realistic. Para ma-achieve mo yung goals mo, dapat realistic siya. Plans must be practical, achievable, and based on available resources. Baka mamaya, no, yung plano mo, di ba, masyadong malaki. dun sa mga tao mo, di ba? Ngayon, konti lang po yung employee mo pa, konti pa, tas napaka-unrealistic ng iyong mga plan. Dapat isa po sa characteristic ng planning, realistic siya. Realism ensures that plans are grounded in reality and not mere wishful thinking. Ayan o, tinanggal ko lang po uli yung aking mukha. Ayan, para makita niyo yung characteristic of planning. Nilalagay ko po yung table lagi para madaling tandaan. Hindi na kayo pabalik-balik kahit ito na lang yung basahin niyo yung mga part na ganito. Okay, because of this is characteristic na nababasa nyo yung anim na yan, the plannings become very important in organization. Bulaga. Yan, yan. Importance of planning. Planning is essential because it serves as the foundation for all management function. Without a clear plan, organizing, leading, and controlling become difficult and ineffective. Yan, nabanggit na natin kanina yan, di ba? Nung unang. Number one, planning provides direction to everyone. Planning clearly defines where the organization is going and what employees must do to get there. It aligns the effort of all departments and staff toward common objectives. Planning prevents confusion by giving everyone a clear path to follow. In short, it provides direction. Everyone knows what to do. Paano ma-achieve yung goal? Dahil dun sa pagpaplano, di ba? At isang magbuting example niyan, di ba, yung parang binanggit ko kanina type ng plan na yung mga SOP, standards, ayan, nalalaman ng lahat at ginagawa ng lahat. Number two, it reduces uncertainty and risk. The future is unpredictable. Although, syempre, kaya ka nga nagpaplano para mag-succeed, di ba? Pero, di ba, future, hindi naman natin alam ang pwedeng mangyari. Planning force managers to anticipate possible problems and prepare solution in advance. Yan yung tinatawag na risk management. Kung familiar kayo sa term na risk management. Reducing risk and surprises. Planning prepares the organization for the unexpected. Yan dapat pala, alam niyo yung risk management, alam ko, last first year, first sem, subject yan. Sabing, reduce uncertainty and risk, kailangan, prepare ka dun sa parating na or possible problems. Di ba? Isip ka ng solution or the idea of risk management. Okay, number three, avoids waste of times and resources. Proper planning ensures that resources such as money, materials, and manpower are used efficiently and not wasted on unnecessary activities. Planning promotes efficiently and cost control. It avoids waste, diba? Efficient use of available resources. Diba? Hindi lang to work to become a realistic goal, diba? Pagka nagamit mo ng ayos yung mga available resources, di ba? It will lead to success at maiwasan yung waste of time and resources. Hindi na paulit-ulit yung ginagawa. Okay. And number four, improves decision making. When plans are in place, managers have a basis for making decisions. They can evaluate choices according to whether they support organizational goals. Planning serves as a guide for sound managerial decision. It improves decision. You have a guided decision towards your goals. Number five, helps in coordinating or in coordination of activities. Yung mga department naka-align. Okay, planning ensure that the activities of different departments are harmonized and do not conflict with one another. Planning brings unity and teamwork in operation. Okay, and number six, it sets standard for control and evaluation. Planning po, it is a basis for evaluation. Plans provide benchmark or standard that managers can use to measure performance and evaluate results. And without planning, there is no standard for measuring success. However po, ang planning ay hindi naman perfect, di ba? Hindi porket nagplano ka, sure na yung success, di ba? Kaya nga nagpaplano, di ba? Para mataas yung chance na mag-success. But it also has the limitations. limitation of planning. Although planning is vital, it is not perfect and has certain limitation that managers must recognize. Number one is time consuming, diba? It creating detailed plans require research, meeting analysis, and decision which can take a lot of time. Unless, di ba, yung mga daily decisions lang. But more or less, especially kapag yung strategic planning, di ba, time consuming siya. Pangalawa, costly. Planning may require spending on research, consultant, data gathering, and staff time. Number three, it may become outdated due to sudden change. Dahil nga siya, time consuming, 'di ba? Minsan hindi na 'yun yung yung updated version. Hindi mo pa tapos gawin, hindi ka pa tapos mag-plan or hindi mo pa nagagawa, nababago na yung mga kailangan or updated, 'di ba? Unexpected events such as natural disaster, economic changes, pandemics can make plans irrelevant. And number 4, sorry for the mali lang yung numbering dito. Number 4 po, limitation of plannings or planning. Over-planning can reduce flexibility. Too much focus on strict plans may prevent managers from adapting quickly to new situation. Number 5, relies on forecasts that may be inaccurate. And number 6, does not guarantee success. Okay, para po madaling maintindihan, nilagyan ko din po yan sa ng table for the next slide. And kita niyo po ang importance of planning and limitation of planning. Para po madaling matandaan. And ito na pala yung huling slides. 30 more or less 31 minutes, 32 minutes na. Okay, yan. Yan, pasensya na kayo hindi ko kayo na-meet last week kasi nga nagkaroon ng event mo yung dalawang section na hawak ko. And dinamay ko na din yung isa. Yan. Actually, tatlo kayong section na hawak ko. Para pare-parehas na lang, recorded na lang lahat yung nilagay ko. Okay, lang tayo. Recap lang tayo dun sa ni-discuss po natin kanina. Ito po yung first and most important function ng management, ito yung planning. It is the process yan, Bisaya, no? It is the process of setting goals and deciding in advance what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and who will do it. Yan, planning po is a future-oriented and serves as the foundation of organizing, leading, and controlling. And we also discussed the goals versus plan, the difference between goals versus plan. Yan, pag medyo kinuha lang natin yung pinaka-top nun, di ba? Pag sinabing goals, ito yung desired outcomes, what we want to achieve. Pag sinabi naman pong plans, action and step, how we will achieve yung goals, di ba? Ito yung magandang nabanggit kanina. Goals are the destination, plans are the roadmap. Diba? And we also discussed the type of plans. By time and level, we have 3. Diba? Yung strategic. Ito yung long-term, organization-wide, at ang nagka-create nito is top management. Pangalawa is the tactical plans. Ito yung medium term. And departmental siya, yung mga department head ang nagki-create nito or yung mga middle managers. And we have the operational plan under po sa by types of plans, by time and level. Operational plans, ito yung short term, daily activities, at yung mga supervisor po or first line managers yung nagki-create. Okay, but we also have yung types of plans by usage. Ito yung standing plan, which talks about the policies, SOP, yung mga rules ginagamit natin repeatedly, ulit-ulit. Then we have the single-use plans. Ito yung mga budget programs and project-based, okay, or one-time use. Yan. Kaya nga sabi, single-use plan, one-time use lang siya. And aside from plan, we also discuss the characteristic of a effective planning. Ganyan, good planning is, number 1 is goal-oriented, future-oriented, and continuous, systematic, flexible, and lastly is realistic. And ang last part ng discuss natin, yan, nakikita niya naman po sa, ano, no, sa screen na natin, hindi ko na siya i-summarize yan. Siguro naman during yung mga time na nag-recap tayo, nabasa niyo naman yung importance of planning and the limitation ng plans. Okay, and yun, doon tayo sa in hospitality po and tourism industry, good service and smooth operation are result of good planning. Maganda ang pagpaplano mo, ba? Maganda yung more or less magiging maganda yung resulta. Without planning, confusion, waste, and poor service are likely to. Kaya nga nung sinabi ko kanina, if you fail to plan, you are planned to fail. Hindi ka nagplano, uh, pag nag-fail ka rather na magplano, 'di ba? Parang pinagplanuhan mo na yung failure, failure ka. Fail ka dun sa gagawin. At yun po, applicable hindi lang po sa management, 'di ba? Kahit sa ang bagay. Kaya mahalaga po sa lahat po ng gagawin natin, kahit sa mga simpleng bagay, mas mabuti yung meron tayong pagpa-plan, effective planning. Yan. Ang planning po ay hindi lang po ito yung uh, first and most important function sa management, pati sa buhay. Yan. Yan. Thank you po at hopefully ay naintindihan. Yan. Pasok po sa ating midterm exam yung diniscuss ko po last week at ito. Actually po ito for week 7 and 8. Pinagsama na natin. Sa discussion na lang, no? Hindi naman po siya maintindihan. Okay? Kung may tanong pa po, mag-chat na lang po sa GC. Salamat. God bless.